this is Renee, and welcome to my own little world. As you saw from the intro and from the title of this video, I am going to be making or building the Dreamcatcher kit that comes with the Dreamcatcher album Dystopia Road to Utopia. And just a disclaimer, this is not going to be a tutorial, and please bear with me because this is the first time that I'm ever making a Dreamcatcher myself. I just thought that it would be a cool thing to do, and with the design I decided to be creative and kind of make it my own. And you'll see later in this video what kind of shape I ended up doing in the middle part of the Dreamcatcher. I don't really know what every part is called, but sorry. And with the Dreamcatcher I also decided to go kind of with the look of the Dreamcatcher design that they did for the actual album. I wrapped the white string all around the ring, and I decided to use my own kind of string for the design because I didn't know if I had enough string within the Dreamcatcher kit to make the shape that I wanted to make, which is a moon shape. And I know that it's kind of a dumb idea to make something pretty difficult, it wasn't really difficult, but I mean, since I haven't done this before, it maybe was a dumb idea to create something that could be difficult. But I used the tutorial that I followed, and I will link it in the cards and down in the description because I found it very helpful. And the person who made that video also recommended to wrap the string around a pencil or a small brush or a paintbrush or anything so that your string doesn't get tangled. I found that that really helped, so I do recommend that too. And I also recommend wrapping it around right in the first try because I wrapped it around the wrong way, and the string on my paintbrush got very bulky and it was very hard to maneuver, but you'll see me struggle in this video a lot since I'm just a beginner. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And for the Dreamcatcher I decided to not use any of the girls in the design because I don't really know who my bias is. So at first I thought that maybe Dami would be my bias because I usually pick a rapper. I'm really into rappers, but then I changed to Sua because I really like her sense of humor. And then when the boca comeback came around, I really got wrecked by gahyeon, and when I watched their online concert that they did in November, I got totally bias wrecked by siyeon during her solo performance because she was performing as Cruella de Vil and she slayed me. And now, since this is the first Dreamcatcher comeback for me with handong, she also really wrecked me during this comeback. I mean, she looked like a goddess. They all looked like goddesses, of course, but the blue hair suits her so much and she's so pretty. So she really wrecked me. I still don't know who my bias is, so I thought that it would be kind of risky to put one member in the Dreamcatcher and then switch biases again, so so I decided to just use kind of the general shapes and the logo kind of things in this Dreamcatcher to be on the safe side. And to also replicate the Dreamcatcher that they made and designed for the album. And And while we're already talking about the album, can we just appreciate that like Dreamcatcher cannot make bad songs. Every album that they made that I know of is great. I mean, I love all of the music that they put out so far. So I have to say my favorite from the album has to be Poison Love. And I really love For Memory too. It's such a nice song. And at first, I had to kind of get used to Odd Eye, but after seeing a lot of their performances, it really grew on me and I love that song now with all my heart. And can we also talk about the styling of this comeback? I mean, they already had like great styling with the Scream era and the Boca era, but like they stepped up their game. I mean, their stylists just deserve a raise at this point. I mean, a lot of the performance outfits, like, I love them. The different color lenses that they use and how their hair is braided, it's amazing. The attention to detail, I really like. Chef's kiss. They just amaze me every time. And I also really love the different photo concepts that they did for the album. They're so cool and so unique. Also, if you were wondering what I was doing with nail polish, the tutorial that I used really recommended to when you cut off like the excess string to glue it down with some clear nail polish to make sure that the excess of the string stays put and so it doesn't fray. And after that you have to wait about 15 minutes. But yeah, I think it's a solid album. I also really love that they always do an instrumental intro with their albums, and those are always like bops. I really love those. And I think that with their albums, they really showcase that they can do like a lot of genres, because of course they do rock, but they also have like really suitable voices for pop too. And what can I say? I stand Dreamcatcher, they're talented. Don't sleep on them. Be an insomnia. After finishing the moon shape, it was time to kind of add the holographic decorations to the Dreamcatcher to kind of make it more interesting to look at, basically. And I decided to go with the design that they also used for the album, as I said, in the middle of the Dreamcatcher. I also wanted the ends of the Dreamcatcher to be similar to the Dreamcatcher that is printed on the album, so it looks similar and so that it's noticeable that this Dreamcatcher is inspired by the Dystopia trilogy. So here I'm tying the feather, the first feather, to the Dreamcatcher, and I decided to punch out the other two logos too. And I think one of the logos is actually used on their merch, and I think it's also on their light stick, which I am very excited about, by the way. I can't wait to have their light stick. I am like checking every website and checking Twitter constantly to see if there is any news on the light stick, because I just can't wait to get my hands on it. I want it so bad. So yeah, I am really excited about that. I'm still not sure if I should get the robe too, because I really want to like fulfill my dream and look like Gandalf the Grey. But on the other hand, I'm like, am I ever going to use the robe outside of the concert? So I'm a bit on the fence about that. Maybe it's Maybe I'll wait for the price or something. I want to see how much it costs before I make a decision. I also really like the idea to have the font that I used for the album on top of the Dreamcatcher instead of below with the feathers. And after that I used the other string that was left over to create a loop so I can hang the actual Dreamcatcher. This is the finished result. And can we appreciate the holographic sheen of the different logos? I mean, it looks so cool in my opinion. And I like the little moon because that also reappears in their logos once in a while. So I thought that it would be suitable. I hope you liked this video. Stay hydrated, stay tuned, and until my next video, bye!